Good morning, everybody. Now, today is Thursday, the 24th of November. It's another day in Hong Kong. It's not a special day in Hong Kong. It's a grey day. It's a dark day. It's a miserable day. It's a rainy day. Maybe you feel sleepy. Maybe you want to be in bed. Maybe you're wishing for the weekend. It's nothing special today in Hong Kong. But it's a very special day in another place. So today I thought on this rainy, miserable, grey day, we would try and lift our spirits and be a bit happier by travelling to the other side of the world, to the United States, because today is a special day in America. It is Thanksgiving Day. So let's have a bit of Thanksgiving spirit in Hong Kong today. First of all, I want to talk about why America celebrates Thanksgiving. And don't worry, the history part will be quite short. Okay? Why do they celebrate Thanksgiving? Well, the story starts in my country, actually. The story starts in my country, in England. And there were a group of people who followed a certain religious faith. And people criticised them and discriminated against them and attacked them and didn't let them live the way they wanted to live. So they said, forget this. We are going to move to another place and start again, where we can live freely and in peace. So they got on a boat in a place called Plymouth, England, and they sailed across the Atlantic Ocean. Very long journey. Some people died. It was very perilous. And eventually, a group of them landed in North America. And they called the place they landed Plymouth, because that's where they had left in England. So 2 Plymouths. And now this place is called Plymouth Rock in America. So these were people, we call them pilgrims. Pilgrims means people who move around or travel because of their religion, because of their faith. So the pilgrims landed in Plymouth, North America, in 1620. And when they got there, they were very thankful that they had survived the journey. You can see here people on the beach in Plymouth giving thanks to their God for letting them arrive safely. So they got to North America, and today you can still go to Plymouth Rock and you can see the site, the place where they landed. Now, of course, these people were not the first people to be in this location. There were already some other people living there, and we call these Native Americans, or we call them American Indians, and they had lived there already for a long time. So when they saw these pilgrims arriving, they thought, who on earth are these people? What do they want? Are they dangerous? Are they friendly? And the Indians were a bit suspicious of these pilgrims at first, but according to the story, remember this is a story, according to the story, the 2 groups, the pilgrims and the Indians, they met and they made friends, and the Indians helped the pilgrims to settle into their new life, to build a new life. And so the reason why we have Thanksgiving is, according to the story, after 1 year, in 1621, when the pilgrims had survived their journey and survived settling into North America, according to the story, the Indians, the Native Americans, and the pilgrims sat down together and enjoyed a meal to celebrate their friendship and their help of each other. And that's why we have Thanksgiving today, to say thank you for giving us food and for helping us to survive. So that's the story, a happy story. Native Americans, pilgrims, all sitting together, enjoying dinner, being very friendly. However, some people say that is not the whole story, that there is another side to the story. And the side to the story you don't always hear is the side of the Native Americans. We hear a lot about the pilgrims, but not the story from the Native Americans. And some Native Americans today in the United States, they say there is another story to be told. They say the pilgrims came and took their land and took their things and pushed them away from where they had lived for hundreds of years and took away their rights and persecuted them and stopped them living the way they wanted to live. So some Native Americans are very angry about what happened. And they say we shouldn't have a Thanksgiving Day, we should have a national day of mourning. Now mourning means sadness. we should have a national day of sadness for everything we've lost, for everything that was taken away from us by the Pilgrims. So on Thanksgiving Day in America, it's generally a happy day, but you also see some sadness. You also see some protests by Native Americans saying this was a terrible thing to happen to our country and to our people, and we should not celebrate it, we should feel sad, a national day of mourning. And the day after Thanksgiving is a day when Americans remember the Native Americans and celebrate their culture. So, two sides of the story. You can decide which side you believe, which side you want to follow. But the fact is, this is a big holiday in the United States. So what do people do on this holiday? Well, of course, every holiday everywhere in the world is celebrated by food. And I think some of you will know what kind of food they eat on Thanksgiving Day. And already my mouth is watering just thinking about it. So, what do they eat? Here we have a typical Thanksgiving dinner. What can we see on the plate? First, the meat. Turkey meat is the main meat that they eat. Sometimes they eat ham, but it's mostly turkey. And I'll talk more about turkey in a moment. What do we have with the turkey? Cranberry sauce, so something salty, something sweet together. Tastes delicious. And then we also have this brown thing. It's called stuffing. And this is made mostly of bread and nuts and onions and some spices, like there's a spice called sage. And you mix it all up and you bake it, and it's very delicious. And then what vegetables do we have? Well, we have potatoes, mashed potatoes with gravy. Gravy is like a meat sauce. And we have green beans, something called a green bean casserole. Casserole means they're cooked very slowly. And we have sweet corn. And all these things you can find in North America. They don't come from other countries. So the point is to eat Native American foods. So, delicious dinner, that's what they have. You eat as much as you can. And then what do we have for pudding? What do we have for dessert? Pumpkin. Pumpkin is a seasonal fruit. It grows and matures in autumn. So it's freely available. There are lots of pumpkins. So pumpkin pie is the main dessert. Very traditional. So, you've had your dinner, you feel full, you can't move, what do you do next? You sit in front of the television and watch things. So after your dinner, what do you watch? Before you watch the TV, you also give thanks for your dinner and for the good things in your life. So people often sit around the dinner table and they say what they are thankful for. So what can you give thanks for? Many, many things. I think in our lives we don't give thanks enough. We are very, very fortunate. Look at us here today. We have clothes, we have good health, you are young, you have your youth, we have family, we have friends, we have money to spend, we have food, we have good health care when we fall sick. We have many, many good things. We have this school, we have our teachers. There are lots of things to feel thankful for, but do we take time to say thank you to each other? Do we take time to say thank you to our friends for being our friends and supporting us? Not always. So I think this is a great day because this is a day when it forces people, it encourages people to think about all the good things in their life and say thank you for them. So I think we can do this today as well. Make up your mind to say thank you to somebody who you love or somebody who helps you. So after saying thank you, people also feel that they are very lucky. And because they feel they're very lucky, many people are encouraged to do charity work. They think, I'm lucky, I'm thankful for my life, I'd like to help other people. So many people at this time, Thanksgiving, they take part in charity work, like collecting food for those who are hungry or poor. So you've had your dinner, you've said thank you for all the good things in your life. Now what do you watch on TV? Well, the tradition at Thanksgiving is to watch the parade. And there is a very big parade in New York City organized by the department store, Macy's. And this has been a tradition for many, many years. And a parade is where you see lots of colorful floats or lots of colorful characters walking down the road. So here we can see a turkey character. And we can see many cartoon characters. I don't know who this rabbit is. Maybe you know who this is, this cartoon figure. This is a cartoon called Charlie Brown. We've got SpongeBob. I have no idea who this is. Does anybody know who this is? Thank you. You know better than me. Anybody know who this is? Olaf from Frozen, I believe. This is King Rat from another cartoon. Don't ask me, I'm not great at cartoons. And here we have the turkey again. So these are big balloons showing big cartoon characters. And then the last float, the last character is always Santa Claus, because the finishing of Thanksgiving is the start of the Christmas season. So at the end of Thanksgiving, we start celebrating Christmas. So Santa Claus is always the last person in the float, in the parade, sorry. So, watch the parade. 50 million people watch the parade every year. 50 million, that's a lot of people. What else do we watch? American football. So there are big American football games at Thanksgiving. Many people like to watch these, very exciting. And some people, after eating so much food, they like to exercise. They are very mindful of their health. They are very thankful for good health. So they do something called the turkey trot. Now, we know about running, we know about racing, but what is a trot? A trot is running quite slowly. Because you've just had a big dinner, you've just had your Thanksgiving dinner, you can't run fast, you will feel sick. So it's tradition, after your big dinner, to run quite slowly. We call that a trot. So here you can see some people, after their Thanksgiving dinner, having a turkey trot. That means running quite slowly, so that you don't injure yourself. That's a tradition. And then there are also some TV shows that Americans love to watch every year. For example, there's a cartoon called Charlie Brown in America, and there's a very famous episode of this cartoon called A Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. And it's a tradition in the United States for families to sit together and watch this cartoon every year. Now, after all the celebrating on Thanksgiving Day, what happens next? The next day is called Black Friday. Is it because it's a bad day? No, it's a very good day. It's called Black Friday because it's a great shopping day. And on this day, there are huge discounts. You can see here, up to 75% discounts on things that you want to buy. So this is a very good day to do your shopping, especially for expensive items. But there's a problem. Everybody goes shopping on Black Friday, so it is very, very crowded, and everybody wants to get a bargain, everybody wants to get a discount, so sometimes people fight over the shopping. So you can see here, people are fighting to buy big screen TVs, or they're fighting over a discount on some favourite item of clothing that they want to buy. So it's a very dangerous time to go shopping, but it's a very popular time to go shopping. Now, we've talked about what people do on Thanksgiving. What about some fun facts about this holiday? So first of all, the main food is the turkey. Do you know a country called Turkey? Miss Daria comes from this country. Are they linked in some way? Well, according to the story, yes they are. The word turkey for the bird comes from Turkey, the country. Why is this so? According to the story, turkey birds, originally came from North Africa, and they were imported to the country, Turkey, and then Turkish people took them all across Europe to sell to the Europeans. So the tradition is that when the Turkish people brought these birds to sell, the Europeans would say, the turkey man's coming, the turkey man's coming, let's buy a turkey from the turkey man. So they call these birds turkeys because they were sold originally by people from Turkey. Is this true? Ask Miss Daria. Okay, only she will know. And you could also ask Miss Daria, does she like turkey meat? Does she like to eat turkey? So 2 questions for Miss Daria for you. Tell me the answer when you get them. Okay, how many turkeys does America eat? Here are some figures for you to test your numbers. Every year, it is estimated America eats 46 million turkeys. I'll say that again, 46 million turkeys. That's 320 million kilograms of turkey meat. 320 kilograms of turkey meat. And it's estimated that 22 million American families eat turkey at Thanksgiving. In other words, that's a lot of turkey, an incredible amount of turkey. So the turkey industry is a very booming, thriving industry in America. If you want to make money, raise turkeys in the United States. You will always have an audience. And how do you make the perfect turkey? Well, if you're not sure, you can find help. There is something called the Butterball Turkey Talk line. Butterball is a company that produces turkeys, and they want to help their customers make the perfect turkey at Thanksgiving. So they have a phone line you can call with any questions about how to make the perfect turkey. And they have lots of experts who can help you, and they have information about how long you should cook the turkey and how long you should prepare the turkey. And they take about 100,000 calls every year. 100,000 calls every year. So they are very popular. Is there a difference between female and male turkeys? Yes, there is. The male turkey makes a very special sound. It's gobble, 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 gobble. That's the sound the turkey makes. Female turkey doesn't make this sound. So if you want to know if it's a male or female turkey, go to the turkey and say, "Speak to me." And if it goes gobble, 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 it's a male turkey. If it just goes, it's a female turkey. Now, one tradition in America is what's called pardoning the turkey. The President of the United States takes one turkey and pardons the turkey. What that means is, he says, this turkey cannot be eaten. This turkey is safe. So here we see Barack Obama, former president, pardoning this turkey, clapping the turkey. So this turkey is safe. This turkey will live until it dies naturally. Here we see former President Trump doing the same, pardoning the turkey. And we see Joe Biden, the current president, doing the same. What happens to these turkeys? They live a very luxurious life. They are kept like kings and queens until they die. So lucky turkeys. And if you want to be lucky, after you finish eating the turkey, you take part of the turkey, called the wishbone, and you pull the wishbone with your friend or your family member, and whoever gets the biggest part of the wishbone makes a wish, and that wish will come true. So that's how you can be lucky at Thanksgiving. Now, the day after Thanksgiving, who is the happiest person in the United States? It's plumbers, people who repair water systems in your home. Why? Because millions of families in America have put all their food waste down the sink in their kitchen, and the sink becomes clogged, and you cannot clean the sink. So the next day after Thanksgiving, you call a plumber. And these are the happiest people the day after Thanksgiving, because they can make a lot of money repairing kitchens and bathrooms in the United States. So these are the happiest people the day after Thanksgiving. And the last thing is this song, Jingle Bells, Jingle Bells. You know it from Christmas. It was actually originally a Thanksgiving song, not a Christmas song. But then over the years, Christmas took this song, stole this song to use for Christmas. So Jingle Bells was actually originally a Thanksgiving song. Now, I thought I would end today by sharing some jokes about Thanksgiving. See if these make you laugh. What did the turkey say to the turkey hunter on Thanksgiving Day? Turkey hunter means somebody who tries to catch a turkey. What did he say on Thanksgiving Day? Don't shoot me. No. Quack, quack, quack. I'm not going to explain the joke. You explain the joke to your friends if they didn't get it. What did the turkey say to the computer? Gobble, gobble, gobble? No. Can you guess? Google, Google, Google. Okay, that one was better. Son, can you help me fix the Thanksgiving dinner? The clue here is fix. Fix can mean prepare a meal, but it can have another meaning. Why? Is it broken? No laugh. Okay, you're going to have to think about that. Fix the Thanksgiving dinner. Why? Is it broken? Okay. Talk about that one later. What do you call a turkey on the day after Thanksgiving? The day after Thanksgiving. Lucky. If it's the day after Thanksgiving, the turkey is still there, the turkey is still alive, it's a lucky turkey. Oh. And the last one. Dude, I have a ton of online followers, and they all want to have me over for dinner. I think some people get that joke. Okay, I'm not going to explain it. So today is a miserable day in Hong Kong. It's grey, wet and dull. But I think we should give thanks and be joyful for all the good things we have in our life. And I think especially we should give thanks that Mr. Groves is not going to tell any more bad jokes today. Thank you very much.